So I want to come back to that, the focus on outcomes, but outcomes are preceded by our strategy and our execution. You and I talked previously about what happens to the strategic decisions that we make on a regular basis when the customer stops being the center of our focus. There was a really interesting study that was done by McKinsey a couple of years back that said that less than 15% of companies actually use the voice of the customer in their strategic decision making. Absolutely amazing. So, what happens when we lose that focus on the customer?
I think right now, and there's just such an overwhelming amount of noise and change and positive things happening in my industry and all industries, especially with the advent of AI. But it's a really good example of where something new, a shiny new toy, can cause all of us to get distracted from what's at the heart of our business. You mentioned our North Star earlier. Why I always think of it as the basics haven't changed. You need to build something the customer wants, successfully execute on that, sell it, and then rinse and repeat to a degree and loop that customer feedback into everything you do at your business and continuing to partner with your customers day by day and have what the customer and also the market, like what the market wants and is willing to pay. I think some of the things that happen is there can be overwhelming changes in industry. Arguably, the advent of AI is like the industrial revolution. Maybe not. There's discussion around that, but it is a big change. But what I see happening is sometimes companies are losing focus on what is it our customers actually want? A solution in search of a problem versus a problem in search of a solution. And it can get off track with that. And I think that's what we see happening in some areas.